Hello everybody, just an update on Sefton. I've spent 3 days on it so far. I've spent one day removing all the clothes, all the soiled clothes of all covered in water and mud. It's not nice when you got to remove somebody's personal belongings like that, and there's a lot of them. They've lived on that boat for 8 years, so all that's removed now. All the pots, pans, and everything else on there, it's all been removed. That was the first day, and that was a mammoth task. Found a lot of personal possessions of Bob's and Rosemary's, which I'm in touch with them, and they've sent them pictures, and they're over the moon. They're going to get some of the personal belongings back, what they thought they'd never see again. So that's a good thing. That was really nice. Second day, I spent a whole day getting the sand out the front of the living compartment, and I've had to sieve through the sand for find personal belongings. I found a lot of personal belongings in that sand. Couldn't just shovel it up and just chuck it in the skip and then go for recycling, or you just couldn't do that. We got to sieve through it. It's like time team. So that was a whole day doing that, just stripping all the sand out the front. And that was a mammoth job, absolutely mammoth job. You don't underestimate how heavy that sand is when you're filling bags up and try and lift it. It's heavy. It's heavy. No wonder the boat weighs about 18 ton with that lot on it. It just weighs, just unbelievable how heavy it weighs. And there's only me working on the boat. I won't have Sam. I wouldn't have my worst enemy working with me on that boat at the moment. It smells. It smells that bad. There's mould. I mean, there's dry mould as well. And if you kick it, it spawns. You know, it's in the air. You've got to be careful. You've got to be careful because it will cause some damage. You could get a disease off that. So I've had to tackle it. And I wouldn't want Sam in there breathing all that shit, and it's just not good. So I've took it on myself and wore the PPE and started stripping it out myself. So we've got the sand out, got some of the wood out. Then obviously I've moved on to the kitchen, then smashed the kitchen out, got all the sand out of there. And like I say, sieving through the sand, getting the personal items out. I feel as though we're getting somewhere now, obviously, but there's nothing salvageable on that boat wood-wise. And I've said that in a couple of videos, you'll see it again. There's nothing salvageable on that boat. Even the front fire, I think that'll be salvageable. That's quite nice. The boatman's at the back, where the chimney goes on. There's a neck on the top. That's all smashed where it's had an impact, and that slid forward. It's fractured all the flange on the boatman's stove. And somebody said, "Oh, you might be able to rescue the wood on the back," and the boatman's. Believe you me, you will not. I will not rescue any of that wood in that boat. The water's got in there. It's seeped up. It stinks, it's rotten, it's mouldy. There's nothing. There's absolutely nothing inside that boat, apart from the engine I'll keep and the front fire. Everything else, it's just trash. It's trash. Sad as it is, but it is. It's trash. And I've got to bring this up that people said, "Oh, you must be mad doing this boat." Not everybody. There's just a very small percentage. I don't know where they're coming from. They say, "Oh, the boat's scrap. The boat's scrap." Do you think I would go through all this trouble, shoveling all this shit out and working me nads off, sorry for the language, but do you think I would go through all that to end up with a scrap shell and then just scrap it? I don't think so, do you? I've checked all this out before I started stripping it out. And the boat is actually sound. Yes, it needs puddle welding, but at the end of the day, it's 1989. Somebody said it was 1984. It's not, it's 1989. It does need some puddle welding. That's it, but it's not rotten. It's got a 10mm floor on it. The floor is fine. It doesn't matter what you've seen on that video of the other people who are going to buy it. Believe you me, I've had a boatman come out and look at that floor. That floor is spot on, and I've got my own ultrasonic test, and I'll show you the results when I do it. How good that floor is. Yes, it needs puddle welding on the sides, but the sides aren't rotten. They're not rotten at all. They said £2 worth of puddle welding. Well, £2 worth of puddle welding is not a lot if you were working as a welder. Believe you me, that's not a lot of welding for £2. So the boat is saying that's the last I'll mention on the boat. About. I've had somebody come to the yard and they've seen the video. Oh, that boat's scrap. That's your decision. If you think the boat's scrap, that's scrap. But let me tell you, it's not scrap. It's not scrap. And in the video, I think one of the videos, I'm talking about the maker of the boat, and I couldn't think of the name. And I said, "Oh, all right, come to me." I said, Mark Halewood. Well, Mark Halewood's a TT racer, or a legend of a motorcycle racer from the 70s. So you will have a little chuckle over that. But it's a Mark Halewood built boat, 1989. So yeah, watch the video by all means, and I'll keep you updated. So thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye. It's taken me about 2 hours to hand scrape all that sand from behind the back of that fire, and I've had 6 of them bags so far out that fire, and there's still more. Unbelievable, man, unbelievable. And the things I've found, I'm so glad I've done it, because I found some real personal possessions under that fire, some real nice things which will go back to Bob and Rosemary. I'm not going to say what they are, but they were nice. They were nice little things I'm sure Rosemary will be pleased to have back. I'm having to hand sieve through all the sand, forget all the wood, glass, all other bits and bobs, and I'm finding some nice little personal possessions in there. But it's hard work, this, hard work. Right, let's get back to it. Whew, let me tell you, that was a bloody good day's work. I didn't want Sam doing this with me because it wasn't good, So I wanted to allow Sam to do this with me, so I've done it on my own. And I must have mulled about, no exaggeration, 30-40 bags of sand out of here today. So there's absolutely none of this timber from front to back is usable, none of it. It's all damaged, it's all got waterlogged, it all stinks, it's just not usable at all. So I think I'll just turn the camera around and show you what I've done today, but we're getting there at the front here in the living room. Right. Obviously I'll strip all the sides out tomorrow, but I've just spent a whole day getting the sand out. And oh god, I don't even tell you what food was left on here. I mean, obviously the boat went down with their food on. Oh, it's bad. That was mould. So I'll just give it a good dousing in Jay's fluid. I'm going to leave it overnight now. But still got a long way to go before I gut the old girl. A long way to go. But yeah, it's a good start. So we're getting there. Well, this is day 3 cleaning the boat out. First day I cleaned all the personal possessions out. That was started last week. Yesterday I had a whole day getting all the sand out the front, which was an absolute mammoth task. And today I've knocked all the kitchen out. And I've just sprayed all the floor with Jay's fluid. And that's what it's like now. All the kitchen's all smashed out. There's mould absolutely everywhere. It's just water seeps, you know, he just seeps up in the wood, and it just goes everywhere. I didn't even expect to salvage any of the wood. I'd never thought for a minute I would. Even the paintings won't be salvageable. There's nothing salvageable on the wood at all. It's just going to be a hole. It's going to be a hole. Yeah, and there's people out there say, oh, you shouldn't have brought it, this, that and the other, but I believe I can turn this boat into a lovely boat, and I've gone round the welding and looked at everything, all the steel structural work on this boat, and believe you me, it's sound. It is really good actually, and it isn't 1984 as somebody previously said. I spoke to Bob. It's 1989 the boat was built, and it was built by what's his name now? It'll come to me. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's just come to me. It's a Mark Halewood built boat. Mark Halewood built this boat, and apparently they've got a real good name in building canal boats. And it is a solid boat. you've got to think of the impact this boat's had. Even to smash that fireman stove at the back, and all the worktop was all smashed and buckled where everything had come forward. And the boat is straight as a die. There's no kinks in it. It's perfectly straight. So if this boat was rotten, the hull would be twisted, and it isn't. It isn't. So, yeah, I can't wait to get all the wood out now so I know what I'm dealing with. Yeah, there's rust there, but that's obviously going to have rust where it's condensation. It's only had foam behind, polystyrene behind, and this will be spray foam, but it's only surface rust. It's not bad at all, really. That will all be sanded down and red leaded again, and then spray foamed. So, yeah, we'll keep you up to speed.